Hi everybody, it's Catherine. My project today is a box that holds the foil Easter eggs from Hershey's. I got these at Walmart. I think they were $3.99. I'm using, again, the Excellent Egg stamp set. This time we're doing this cute little bunny. And the dies, we're going to be using the Rick Rack or zigzag die there. And I use the Stylish Shapes dies to cut the window. Alrighty. This is my host code. Please put that in for any purchases under $150, not including your shipping and tax. I believe in a couple of months, the host codes are going to be going away, and you guys are automatically going to start getting rewards at $20, and they can carry over if you don't want a $2 reward. All right, so that's coming in the future. Then we won't have to worry about host codes. That's great. Okay. So I use this clip as the closure, and it opens just like this. And how many eggs are in here? 8 eggs, which I think is a good amount. You can put a little bit less if you want to. And the clips I got from the Walmart stationery section. They were in a box of, I think, 30 or 40 for $3 or $4. All right. We need a window sheet that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. I cut 2 of these zigzag die cuts out of Bubble Bath. We need a piece of Bubble Bath cardstock that is 8 by 5 1/2, so you can get 2 of these out of each one of your sheets of cardstock. And then I'm using, again, the lighter than air Designer Series paper. We need 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. And 1 piece that is 1/2 by 2 1/4. All right. Okay, let me get my Simply scored. And we're going to start on the 8-inch side. And you're going to score at 1/2, 3, 4 1/4, and 6 3/4. Turn it to the 5 1/2-inch side and score at 1 1/4, 4, and 4 3/4. All right, now fold and burnish all of your score lines. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do, the skinniest rectangle is over here. There is a 1 1/4-inch strip on the bottom and here, and 2 3/4-inch strips at the top. And this is what we're going to be doing. All right, so we're going to start over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into that skinny rectangle. Go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the first score line and wedge both sides of the square. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. Okay, now turn it so that your skinny rectangle is over here. And we're going to start over here again. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and take off that rectangle. Okay, we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and we're going to take these 3 pieces off. Okay, and then just wedge up into that skinny rectangle at the end. All right. Now I just want you to get a corner rounder, and this top skinny rectangle's over here. This top piece, we're going to round the corners. All right, and that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done with all the cutting. Now we're going to cut our window. So we need one of the pieces of cardstock that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/2, and we're going to put it under where the flap is, okay? And I'm gonna put liquid glue, not too thick because we don't want it to squeeze out. when we cut our window. Now if you have a circle die with a long enough reach, then you can do that instead of cutting it with the die. I just wanted to measure. The circle die I'm using from the Stylish Shapes dies cuts about 1 5/8 inch, but anything close to that would be good. Alright, now I'm going to put this die down, try to get it in the center. I'm going to use some low tack tape and I'm going to cut it and I'll be right back. Okay, then we're just going to gently peel up the tape, and then we have this nice die cut for another project. Alright, now we have to flip it over and we're going to get our window sheet, which is the same size as the large pieces of DSP, 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I'm just going to put a thin line of glue around where the window is and put my window sheet right over that. You can use glue dots too if you don't want to use liquid glue. Alright, after it's dried up, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to get my tear and tape and put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle. I use my take your pick tool to take off the backing. Alright, I'm going to flip over the whole thing, flip over the side with the tape, and then the other side to meet it. Now this is our back, so we're going to put the sides in and put a little bit of glue on those tabs, pull the back down, and then glue on the front flap. I'm just going to check they're down. Alright, so let's let that dry. Oh, we have 2 more pieces of DSP. We're going to put the back piece and then the piece that is 1/2 by 2 1/4 right up here. Okay, now we're going to let that dry and we're going to do our stamping. Alright, so I need some basic white and I'm going to use Tuxedo Black Ink and we're going to stamp the little bunny. Right. And then I'm going to cut it out with the die from the Excellent Eggs dies. Now we're just going to do a tiny bit of coloring. We're going to use light bubble bath and light smoky slate. For the bubble bath, I'm going to do the nose and just put a tiny little cheek on there. For the light smoky slate, I'm just going to color in where there is little marks in the stamp. And I might use a little color lifter just to soften that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now let's get 8 eggs. And then we're gonna squeeze the box top together. Make sure it's straight. And then put this clip right on top and that'll keep it closed. Alright, so now we need our zigzags. And I'm gonna take some liquid glue and I'm gonna put it on the zigzags, not too thickly, spread it a bunch. Okay. And we're going to put one right at the bottom of the window sheet. And then the next one we're going to put underneath. Just just sneak that right up in there, and it covers the bottom of the window sheet. Dry a minute. All right, and then I'm going to flip it over and take my scissors and just trim off those extra sides. There we go. I love how that looks. It's so cute. All right, and now I'm going to get some dimensionals and mini dimensionals. Oops. And I'll put one on the body and then one on the ears, just to keep it from flipping back. And I'm going to put the bunny over here, right on top of the zigzag. Just like that. Okay, now we need our bubble bath ribbon, which is part of the sheer ribbon combo pack. And I'm going to tie the ribbon over these two, I don't know what they are, levers, I guess. We'll trim these. Okay, and then for the final touch, I'm going to use some of the rainbow dots, and I'm going to use the bubble bath ones, and I'm going to put a large and a small one right over here. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. All of my info is below, along with the links to my blog, the instructions, my shop to purchase any of these, and to join. If you'd like to join in the last couple weeks of celebration, you get an extra glass mat and $25 worth of product plus free shipping, which is an excellent deal. I would love to have you on my team. All right, have a great day. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye.